Clothier. I am the lighting designer for Dontrell Who Kissed the Sea here at Seton Hill University. For our production, one of the first considerations of lighting design, as you might guess, is we need to see. We want to see all of our performers in the space. But more than that, we want to try and create the space for them. So very early on in our conversations with NaTasha Thompson, our director, and the other designers for the piece, we talked about just what that reality was, and we talked about creating sort of a very poetic, evocative world for this piece. There is so much based on the piece in terms of imagery of water, both in its physical location in Baltimore near the harbor, and how that history affects the characters in the play. As well, when we started expanding our conversations, we learned more about Yoruba religion from our choreographer Crystal Brown, and the association of some of the orishas in Yoruba religion with particular colors. So some of that then applied to the choices that we made in creating the lighting for the show. So in creating that, we wanted to create sort of layers of the water feel for different moments in the show, which is reflected both in Karen Glass's set design. Very much mimics the sort of pattern of light reflecting off of rippling water. And in fact, we found a lighting template that works in some of the lighting instruments that looks like a water pattern. And we were delighted to find that when we actually turned those lights on and put them on stage, that they kind of match up perfectly with the set design. So that was really exciting to see how that sort of creates that layering there. Beyond that, we also wanted to get a sense of the movement there, which is accomplished by varying the levels of the lights as we move through, as well as actually having patterns in the lights that spin and rotate through there, and it creates very much an effect of us being in the water and being surrounded by the water. So all of those elements come together in a way that helps us create layers to that and pull us into different locations and story spaces in the production of the play as well, to sort of generate that sort of reality and help us surround the actors, see the actors in these moments, and sort of poetically tell the story by using the lighting for the show. And then we also have moments sort of isolating the center for when Dontrell is expressing his thoughts in the piece, but he's still surrounded by that watery environment, and the other characters who at times portray his ancestors are sort of encapsulated in that surrounding area, in that nice watery world. So one of the looks is when Dontrell is riding in the car with his cousin, who is representative of the Orisha Elegba, and Elegba's color is red. So one of the ways that we use this is we use the sails of the set as places to reflect colored light off of. So this is one of the looks that represents that. This is another variation of our water looks. And we also have representation, a more natural look for scenes that take place in the Jones family house. And green becomes the color for one of the orishas in that scene, so it's emblematic in what is reflected off of the sails, as well as the sight curtain upstage. We transform, as we transform the set, to actually make a ship in the final scene. So we turn the upstage curtain into the sail, emblematic of a Viking ship. So we have the nice, the traditional sort of striped pattern there reflected in the red and white lighting.